What's going on, and welcome to this video where we're going to talk about how to find leads for your marketing agency. Not just only find leads, but how to find good leads and leads that are actually the person you want to be reaching out to. And this is the same formula that our agency doing $2 million plus a year uses to ensure that who we're reaching out to is actually legit and the people that we're talking to are actually legit. So if you don't know me, my name is Austin Schneider. I'm the founder and CEO of Strategic. We are a marketing agency out of Bellevue, Washington, doing around $2 million-ish a year. We have a 7,500 square foot studio, about 20 full-time employees. We are cranking it. We're having a great time, and really just excited to share what I've learned with other people in order to help them succeed in this whole social media marketing stuff and whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen here in a bit, and we're gonna walk through a three-step way, per se, 3 steps to get you to getting leads, getting a high volume of leads, to enriching them, to actually starting to reach out to them. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen here, and we're gonna start with what we call D7 Lead Finder. So we have our 3 steps up here. So D7 Lead Finder. So D7 Lead Finder, it's a subscription-based platform. You get about 10 searches a day, and really you can just type in a keyword of a business. You can click on ideas and kind of get some thoughts, I guess, per se, or some different types of businesses, some niches that you can reach out to. And then you can type in the location of where they're located, and what it's going to do, it's going to pull up a spreadsheet of them. I think it's about $25 a month. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. But it's been helpful for us to get a high volume of leads, because what happens in the marketing agency world, in my opinion, is that people will get fixated on one or 2 leads a day, or they'll like not really reach out to that many people, when in reality, sales is simply a numbers game. Okay, I don't care if you're selling cars, I don't care if you're selling trinkets in the mall, right? Sales is a numbers game. The more people that you can reach out to, the more seeds you can plant, essentially, the more ability, the more opportunity that you will actually come across and have when it comes to your business. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look up chiropractors in Phoenix, Arizona. So I click get leads, and about 3 minutes later, what's going to populate is a list of leads. And I already did this, so we don't have to delay the 3 minutes. And what we will have is a list of about 500 leads right here. Okay. And with this, 544. So with this, we'll be able to have their email, their LinkedIn, and their Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. So what we're going to want to do after we get the leads is we want to click Excel. Okay. And what this is going to do, it's going to download it to an Excel sheet. Okay, so with these leads, what we're going to want to do next, because likely when you're prospecting the way like this, when you're getting a high volume of lists, when you're paying for lists like this, the leads aren't always going to be good. Like there's going to be some, like, technology is not perfect all the time. Like there's going to be some names in there that could be wrong, or there's going to be some emails that could be wrong. And what's key here is making sure you're not getting info at emails, contact at emails, and all of the emails are the owner's name, because that's who you want to get in touch with. That is the decision maker of who you're wanting to get in touch with. So let's go back to sharing the screen. So what you're going to do is, now that you have downloaded it, it's awesome that you have this list, but what we want to do is we want to enrich them. So we're going to go to a website called Upwork.com. Upwork is basically a marketplace of freelancers that you can hire in order to fulfill a specific task. So in our situation, I guess, per se, what we want them to do is we want them to confirm and what I call enrich the leads. Okay. So they're going to confirm that the leads are legit, and they're going to enrich them. Okay. Enriching them means that there's no info at email, there's no contact at emails, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. You might be thinking, okay, this is going to cost a bunch of money. How much is it going to cost? This should not cost you more than $7 an hour to find somebody to do this for you. So if you have a list of 500 people, what you'll do is you'll send them to them, and then they'll be the ones doing the data entry, essentially. So like, for instance, if I type in data entry on Upwork, there's a plethora of people that you can start to reach out to. $3 an hour, $8 an hour, $4 an hour. Okay. Data entry, lead generation, internet research. Okay. So what they're going to do is they're going to confirm the lead is legit. They're going to confirm that you have the decision maker when it comes to it. Okay. So I'll show you an example of a past job that I've used, and just so you can kind of get an idea of what you're going to do when you do post a job. If I can find it, recently filled. Okay. Lead list enrichment, confirming contacts. Okay. So you might be thinking, oh, I'm not going to get that many people, but we had 64 people apply for this. Okay. And this was the entry level position, $4 to $10 an hour. Okay. So here is my copy. Interested in helping generate contact information for business. Are you capable of doing due diligence to identify names, emails, phone numbers, and key contacts of businesses? This is for you. Posted it. 64 people applied, and we ended up hiring 3 in order to fulfill this job. Okay. One thing when working on Upwork and just with freelancers like this, it's really, really, really important that you have really clear expectations. Okay. You can't just send them a list like, hey, can you confirm the contacts on this? Like, that's not going to fly with any position, but with freelancers, especially when there could be a language barrier and there's distance barrier, and then just the element of doing online quick tasks like that. So what we need to do is we need to be extremely specific. So when you're hiring them, what I will typically do is I'll message people that have applied. So I will go to the people, and then I'll send them a message, and then I'll ask them, hey, do you have a lead finder like apollo.io, or how are you able to find the contacts? And then allow them to really answer it. And the answer that I'm listening for is, oh, we use LinkedIn to find it with a tool that we're able to find and confirm their emails. Okay, great. So they've done this before. They know what they're doing. Okay, that's basically the indicator that they should be hired, especially with the cost that it's not too much of overhead. Maybe takes 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in order to do this. $5 an hour, like totally worth it, in my opinion, to pay $40 to have a list of 500 leads that have been scrubbed and confirmed. Okay. So after you find someone that you've hired, that's step 2. So you have the list of leads, you've downloaded them, you've now hired somebody on Upwork in order to get the job done. Now what you need to do is you need to create a process, and you need to have a system for them to follow. And what we use Notion. So Notion is a project management tool, houses all of our scopes of work, our standard operating procedures, and that is where we have the standard operating procedure for the virtual assistant to log into. So what we do is we will then add them to Notion, and we will add them to Slack. Okay, so that way there's some accountability there. So if I go to Notion, share my screen here again, I'm able to see a standard operating procedure. So we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 leads or people that are working on enriching leads, if you would want to call it. Okay, so I'm going to click into Jan. In Jan, we can see, okay, this is her board. So if I click on the dropdown, I can see the instructions that she has to follow. Go through a list of leads, find owner's first and last name, email, phone number, website, etc. No info at or contact at emails. If there are already contacts in there, double check that they're correct. Go through one list at a time. Move from not started to in progress to complete once you're done enriching them. Send me a Slack message once you're completed, then you move on to the next list. So now I can keep tabs on them. I can keep their pipeline full as far as just making sure the lists are being completed. And then I can also have multiple people enriching leads at the same time, right? If I'm feeling super bullish on a specific category, like I might want them to really hit it hard, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply drag the Excel sheet. I'm gonna add it in here. Chiropractors in Phoenix, Arizona. And it's automatically in here. So they don't need to do anything. They just need to click and download. And then once they're completed, they pop it in here. And then it is good to go. Okay. On a couple of them, I did add them to a Google Sheet, but you don't have to do that necessarily. So they'll just basically attach the Excel sheet back over. Okay. So once you've done those 3 things, Then you'll be able to ensure that you have a high volume of leads and you have plenty of people to reach out to in your niche, in your desired location. So this is no excuse to say, I don't have anyone to reach out to. There's not enough people to reach out to. I can't confirm the names. The leads are bad, et cetera, et cetera. No excuses. Okay. Sales is a numbers game. If you want to grow your agency, if you want to grow your business, you need to be on the offense, reaching out to people, planting seeds at all times. Okay. In a future video, I will make how to actually reach out to these people, especially at a high volume, and connect with other business owners that could be using your services. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you have made it this far, I appreciate you. Please subscribe to the channel, like it if you got value from this. And if you have any questions, please make a comment down below, as I would love to help you out. I would love to be a resource for you as you grow your business, and subscribing and showing love really tells me that this is valuable and you want more of it. So also, if you're not already, follow me on Instagram. Instagram is where I'm more active. I'm spending a lot more time and also sharing more short form behind the scenes type of content. So a good person to follow if you are also in the marketing space. But thank you so much for watching again, and we will see you on the next video.